Test, test.
Octagon returns to Brno with a battle that will make the entire city rumble. The fight for the welterweight title. The champion SURDU boasts the scalps of Cosma and Brito in his collection, and he will now defend the belt against the hometown star, Andre Kalashnik. After 6 years and 13 fights in Octagon, Vagabond has fought his way to the much-coveted pinnacle of his career. Can he win the title on home turf for Czechia, which has been waiting 10 months for its next champion? You can expect to see an incredible shootout when Vlado Langal enters the cage. He'll be going up against the explosive Serbian warrior Dimic, who has experience in bare-knuckle boxing and won't hesitate to trade some brutal blows with his opponents. Brno versus Ostrava. One of the domestic scene's most experienced fighters, Brno's Jakub Dono, will fight for his reputation and to hold on to his place in the organization. He'll be put to the test by the Ostrava KO Express, Tomáš Mudrok, who's on a 5-fight win streak and who scored all 7 of his wins in the first round. Bad boy Roshial has started doing what he knows best, scoring 2 knockouts in his last 2 fights. Now he'll enter one of the toughest fights yet against Corey Fry, who scored all 5 of his wins in the first round. Daniel Ligotsky has already finished 3 opponents in 3 minutes inside the Octagon cage. But a champion of a Brazilian organization by the name of Pedro Oliveira is coming to put an end to his hot streak. And you can also look forward to a battle of fight styles. Former Octagon featherweight champion Mate Sanakidze returns to his royal division. He'll be facing off against the Swedish Thai boxing champion Samuel Bark, who defeated Langal and went on to become the UAE Warriors champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 79, SURDU versus Kalashnik. Buy the pay-per-view and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at octagon.tv.
možná převratných momentů. Mezi některé z nich patří premiéra několika zápasníků a to pod barvama Octagonu. Mezi některé z nich patří Vašek Klimša, Václav Štěpán, taky Šimon Bruckner domácí a podpravedli MMA i Lukáš Chotinovský. Toho si možná pamatujete, nastoupil sice pod Octagonem, ale pod pravidly Underground. Důležité momenty kromě Gogiho, tady
under the underground rules.
Obstará jediný česko-český zápas v podání Tomáše Mudrocha
Czech fight Tomáš Mudroch versus local
Já jsem
Dohnal.
očekávala, že tenhle zápas bude v podání velmi šikovných grapplerů grapplerský, ale Kuba Dohnal mě vyvedl v omyl, že prej to bude podle něj stand-up. Jsem na to sama zvědavá a další na pořadě dne je samozřejmě vaše i naše oblíbená dvojka Radek Roshial a
Everybody's favorite duo, Roshial versus Langal. And then the main event is going to be SURDU versus KALAŠNIK. Unfortunately, due to the weigh-in in the morning, we know that only Andre can win the title tomorrow. And now, what can you expect today? We're going to have the public weigh-in. That's going to start at 5 p.m. And we're going to do stare downs as part of that. They are going to be facing off for the last time outside of the cage. And then, of course, with a few of you will be playing competitions. You will be able to win tickets for the sold-out arena, and you will also be able to win BJP store prizes. We'll also have the X-Lightweight category champ here, Roni Paradiser, as part of our Tipsport segment. But now let's move on to the first interview, the co-main event. Vlado Langal.
Čaute, Brno.
What's up, Brno?
Hi, Vlado, you're looking good.
Yeah, feeling good. How are you guys?
To rád slyším.
That's nice to hear.
In Prague, they love you more, but we might be getting to that. You're fighting in Brno. Is it different?
Well, it's amazing. It's my home turf. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you all go and support us tomorrow.
Are you going to have your wife there and your sons? Is that something that drives you forward in the cage, or does it make you more nervous?
Well, last time I was really nervous, but when I finished the opponent, the nervousness just went away. It really feels good. I will have my wife, but also my mom and my closest family, so it's going to be amazing.
Your last win happened a year ago here in Brno. Is Brno a city that you really want to win again because of that?
That was my last win in Octagon, but I had other wins elsewhere.
Of course, I'm talking about Octagon only.
Yeah, but of course, I want to get the win. I'm ready for it, and I'm really happy that I get to do it in front of my home crowd.
What do you know about your opponent, and what's the tactics that you're going to choose?
Well, he's dangerous, just like any other fighter, and my tactic is just go for the win.
Your brother, Ruchi, is going to be facing off against who you beat a year ago, Corey Fry. So were you able to give him tips?
Yeah, we analyzed him and we have a clear plan. Ruchi knows that Corey is a very good opponent. There was some pushing and shoving at the stare down in the morning, and I think this is going to happen again with Ruchi. So get ready, you guys. Once he, gets filled up, once he gets something to eat, but he has his plan.
And what are you gonna eat now that you've made weight?
Well, I always eat a little bit too much, but now I need to hold it down, so I have a special supplements, and there's so many of them.
There are about 24 hours separating you from coming into the cage tomorrow, so what are you gonna do in that time?
Well, I'm gonna go get a beer. Yeah, so it's chill, you guys. Could you tell me if there's a good pub here in Brno that I haven't been to yet? No ideas?
Because people here don't drink.
I heard Melotka. Well, that's a good pub, I suppose. Well, you know, we'll figure something out, but definitely you should go to Mason after the fight. I'll be talking with my coach, with my mental coach. I'll have a little training. Jiří Procházka was there yesterday in Mason, and I'll be getting ready for the fight. I'm concentrating. I need to relax a little bit. I was cutting 10 kilos, so it was very tough. But tomorrow we're gonna enjoy the atmosphere and we're gonna get the win.
Now's your chance to tell the people not only here with us, but also on the stream, to tell them what you want. So what do you got to say?
Thank you for supporting Octagon and MMA and fighting sports, martial arts in general. Thank you for being here with us, for allowing us to fight in front of full arenas, sold out arenas, because when I started fighting here in Brno, it was completely different. There were maybe 50 people in the house and we were just beating each other up. So where we got over the years is really beautiful. And it's thanks to you guys that we get to make a living doing it.
Beautiful. This was Vlado Langal. Thank you, Vlado, and see you tomorrow. Please give us back the mic.
Tak jo, a teď, jak jsem slíbila,
all right, and now, as promised, we'll have a competition. We'll choose two of you right here, and you'll be competing for 2 tickets for tomorrow's tournament. I'm expecting that you who came out to support already have your tickets, but in case you don't, or in case you want to gift tickets to friends, now you have the chance. So whoever, somebody's hand shot up so quickly before I even managed to finish my sentence. So please, man in the head, come up, and blue jacket, you're next.
Zeptám se, kdo všechno máte lístky na zítřejší turnaj?
Who here has tickets for tomorrow?
No.
Well,
there's
nobody has got stuff to play for.
Jak se jmenuješ?
Hello, what's your name?
Čau, Vojta.
Hello, Vojta. Jirka. Hello, Jirka. Come forward with me.
Vojta, Jirka. Jasně.
Right.
Jak dlouho sleduješ Octagon?
How long have you been watching Octagon for?
Takže Octagon 15. A Jirka?
Octagon 2015.
I started later. Kincel versus Pirát.
Výborně, děkuji.
Kincel versus Pirát, beautiful. Thank you.
Kluci, mně nezbývá nic jiného, než vás vyzvat k tomu, ať si dáte
Now I challenge you to a stare down. Because you're playing for good prizes. Wow, Jirka's expression changed so hard, it shocked me. Paolo's not here, so please, guys. Alrighty, now I'll tell you the rules. And what's important to say is you can also play, but please do not scream out the correct answer. And you on our YouTube stream can also take your guesses and tell us who you think is on the photo that we'll be showing. And then we can talk about how hard or easy it was. Based on that, we'll prep competitions going forward. The principle is very easy. We'll show you a photo here on the screen, but it's not going to be your normal photo. You're not going to be able to tell very easily who's on the photo. Now, don't shout out your answers. If you know, you'll raise your hand, and then I'll give you a mic, and if you're right, you're golden, and 3 points takes the tickets. Now, first picture. Vojta was first, but I know, Jirka, that you know.
Je to tak, je to Tomáš Mudroch.
Right, it's Tomáš Mudroch. Did you also know, standing here by the stage? Right.
Tak jo, poprosím
alrighty.
Fotografii.
Second picture, please.
Jirka byl dřív a
Jirka was also first, and I like this matchup because I could tell that you guys know your stuff.
And new Vagabund.
And new Vagabund, je to tak,
of course, it's Vagabund. Please put your hands together for Jirka.
A je to 1-1.
And it's 1-1.
A Andrej, který bude bojovat zítra o titul šampiona.
Who's gonna be fighting for the title tomorrow was our second picture. Now let's see the third one.
Ježišmarja.
Oh my gosh, could you do rock, paper, scissors? That was so fast.
A má šanci Vojta.
Vojta gets his shot. Who is it?
Čekala bych, že byste teda mohli vědět rychlejš.
I was expecting you to know right away. Yes, it's Vlado Langal. We just hit him up here. That's correct. 2-1.
Vojto, ty nemáš ještě lístky na zítra?
Vojta, you don't have tickets for tomorrow, or do you? I don't. Well. Great fan, sure. Next photo, please. And who's in this photo? This one is a hard one. When we were trying this out, this great game that I prepared, when we tried it out with the team, people didn't know right away. It's not Ducar. Good guess. He's from Brno, but Vašek, it's not him. It's not Bojan either. It's the current middleweight champion. That's right, it's Kerim Engizek. Please put your hands together. And I'm sorry, Vojta got the 3 points, but Jirka, I will still give you something. You will see the next photo and be able to compete for more. Who is it? That's Ruchi. That's right, Ruchi Roshial. And one more photo because we enjoy doing this, especially me.
Dracula, SURDU.
That's right, it's Dracula, SURDU. Guys, you did a great job. Thank you very much for coming up here. And Vojta, you will get to go tomorrow. Who are you bringing? Jirka? Well, I mean, why not? I don't have tickets either. Well, you guys can go together. Those are great things that are happening right here. Guys, that's been it. Miriam will give you the tickets and have fun tomorrow. I have to say that you here, guys, the first moment I came out here, you guys gave me a cold welcome, but right now you're smiling at me and I'm loving it. I think that the next part of the program has not made it here yet. And I'll welcome someone here on the stage who's ready to come up. Please put your hands together for whoever's gonna come up here, because the prep that this young man has made for you, that's not something you see every day. Well, without further ado, Radek Roshial.
Čau, zdravím Brno.
What's up, Brno? What a nice welcome.
Right, well, you put so much effort into it. Tell me how you're doing.
Well, I think you can hear it. I'm not 100%, but I need to fight in Brno.
I think we need to say, and fans might know this, that this was your 4th weight cut this year, and you fell ill in the meantime, so it wasn't easy.
It doesn't really matter that it was my 4th cutting weight. This time it was really easy. I was just doing 2 kilos and then 1.5 kilos. I had a great team, but I had a cold and my body just said, stop. I was in the sauna for 10 minutes. I was in a tub for 3.5 hours and I only lost 100 grams. So just my body felt it was ill and said, stop, I'm not gonna lose any weight. So unfortunately, it happened. It's not professional. I apologize to everybody, but I tried my best. I dieted. I tried all the supplements. But yeah, it was really, really difficult. I was suffering for 2 weeks. The weather was bad. It's much better in the summer.
I think I'll be speaking for everybody when I say we're loving the fact that we'll be able to see you tomorrow. Is that right?
I'm looking forward to it so much. I have goosebumps just standing here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of people here, but...
Radek, last year you fought in Brno.
Who did I have there?
I don't remember who you fought, but you did fight in Brno.
Do you know who I fought in Brno last time?
Something starting with an S, but I don't want to keep you up with this. I have a different question, because based on my info, a lot of things have changed in that fight, in your personal life and elsewhere. Can you tell us what's new in this last year?
Well, my entire life changed. I have a new girlfriend, a new life with her. I have a great team that I kept. I'm really starting to enjoy fighting on the ground. I started training in Poland. I still go to Bratislava. I have great guys here in Brno in my gym. I'm trying to enjoy it more. I'm just starting to understand my body. I'm not afraid of going down to the ground. I even saw Chepo fighting on the ground. But if there's, we'll see the bets, but I'll try to finish it tomorrow.
Nela said that when you walk out, the arena is on their feet, so why?
Well, that's a great question. What's pushing me forward so much? I think it's everything together. I'm just going there to get the win. But this is a very difficult question. I'm just following my dream. I'm trying to get there. It's everybody, the family, the fans, where I started and where I actually got. It's crazy. It's a childhood dream that came true. I know where I was 10 years or 5 years ago, and I know where I want to be in the future. And I'm getting there. Baby steps. Everything together.
Is there a special walkout that we can expect? And can you hint at what it is?
It's gonna be tough.
Thank you. We can speculate now. Nela also said not once that you are difficult. So she was kind of complaining in that first fight that you're a complicated person to get along with. So are you now more in sync? Nelča, quiet.
Well, the first 2 weight cuts were fine, but now I was ill, but people were pushing me forward, cheering me on, and I knew that it was not going to happen because I was ill, so I was a little bit unpleasant, I have to admit. But when you haven't seen even a bit of sugar, it's really tough.
Your bro.
Oh, he had a great outfit.
His outfit was cool, right? I don't know him like this.
I was asleep and I didn't know what was happening.
Vlado? Wow. Well, never mind, Radek. You're facing off against somebody that Vlado's fought before, so is that a pro? Can he give you tips?
Well, it's both. It's a pro and a con, but it doesn't really matter because every single fighter is a little bit different. You saw that with everybody, even fighters who box all the time, sometimes they start wrestling. I just know that Corey is good at kicking, but tomorrow I'm gonna get the win. That's my prediction. I'm in great shape.
Well, I have nothing left to ask, but who are you winning for tomorrow?
Every single time it's the Czech Republic, but this time it's gonna be Brno.
This was Radek Roshial, thank you very much.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Wow, I have goosebumps about how excited these guys are because we are excited as well. These were the speculations by Radek Roshial. Now we'll have a couple more for you. Tomorrow, during round 0, you'll see some of our last speculations before the tournament. You'll see Oliver there leading it, and the promoter Pavel Neruda, plus guests David Dvořák versus David Kozma. And this group of people have enough knowledge to give you some tips, speculations, and possible outcomes. So please tune in at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, 5 o'clock. I said it correctly. Now, one more thing to add. Tomorrow, as always, you will find an Octagon store stand tomorrow at the arena. And there, hello, why is it not up? There we go. Octagon store. You'll be able to get training gear, stylish gear, and some memorabilia. And of course, the newest info, Face Your Fear, our new collection, is getting launched tomorrow. So if you want to know what you can get tomorrow at the arena, you can check out Octagon store right now. And there's more, and I'm hoping you're taking notes because I don't see anybody doing that right now. Octagon Fantasy. we've started the registration. The first one you were able to register for was Octagon 77 in Bratislava. We've had 15,000 people take part since, so if you're not taking part yet, please scan this QR code now and join right now. And I have to say that anytime I say something and I mention it, it appears behind me. That's cool. Like if I said monkey and oh wow. Look at that. What about the astronomical clock? Wow, wow, wow. No, but I was talking about the Brno one. That's fine. We're not 100% in sync, but we'll practice. All right. And now we'll have a short break. And afterwards, we'll have our Tipsport segment with Rony Paradiser. So we'll see you in a sec, and thank you. All right, I said it would only take a second, and we're back. Now let's get back to Octagon Fantasy because we sort of steered away from the conversation. Draft is open until tomorrow at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Out of the 20 fighters that are going to be taking part in the tournament, you can choose 3 who are going to represent your team. And you can also choose how they're going to win their fight. You can collect points, fight your friends, and win very interesting prizes. Now scan the QR code if you want to join, and when you're leaving here, you will see the QR code again. So there's no excuses for not joining our Fantasy League. And now let's move on to the second part of our program, which is the Tipsport segment with the X-Lightweight category champ, Rony Paradiser.
Hi everyone.
Já jsem prvně za trest, Rony.
Rony, I just wanted to tell you that you're late, but then I was so excited about you being here.
Stop lying.
All right, it's fine. I was just going to say that this segment has now become a tradition, but this is the second time we're doing it, so I don't know if we can call it that. All right, the two of us are going to be talking about the betting odds, and some of you may be inspired by what to take bets on. But before we get to that, you're not only a Tipsport ambassador, you're also a teammate of the main event tomorrow. Can you tell us something about Jon SURDU. You looked at me like you had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, I did look like that because, of course, he didn't make the weight by 3.5 kilos. That's a lot. You know, we can't really complain about that. Something must have gone wrong. I don't want to go into detail, but yeah. We lost the first fight on the scales there. Unfortunately, we can't get the belt, but he still wants to get the win. I hope he starts tomorrow in the cage and wins the second fight in the cage.
We all know that you're friends. You guys accompany each other to your fights, but where did this friendship begin?
Well, it began in Ankov's gym. I've been going for camps there, training. I've been meeting Makhmuradov, and he trains under Anjakos, and that's where the friendship actually began. We met during sparrings. We have very tough, hard sparrings together, and I think after every single hard sparring, you actually get a little bit closer. So that's how it started.
Unfortunately, Jon is now the ex-champ. You also was going to shoot for the title. So what was the plan? Are you gonna get the chance now, and is he gonna step back, or is he gonna wanna regain the title?
No, we have no agreement. In my eyes, he still is the champion because he didn't lose in the title fight. So I don't really want to go into much detail. Right now, I'm getting experience in my new division. I'm really enjoying it. I want to fight as much as possible, even though there have been some cancellations, some postponed fights. But I really want to, get my ground in this division. And then when there's no other choice, maybe Jon might go up because he's huge for a 77.
That's right. And you mentioned your upcoming fight. In 23 days, you'll be entering the cage. So how's your prep?
It was going great, but now, little injuries are kind of slowing me down. It's nothing that's substantial, but I've been getting ready for a long time, since August. And we're slowly ramping it up. The intensity is going up. I have little injuries, but that's what happens every single time. But I'm looking forward to the fight.
We're looking forward to seeing you. But now let's get to tomorrow's fight card. The first fight we'll see the premiere of Šimon Bruckner. He has the better odds. So what do you think?
Bruckner is definitely the favorite. He's also fought the Octagon champion Lopez at PML, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really looking forward to this fight. A little bit of feedback there. Probably not my mistake. Harun Kurt is a great fighter. He's undefeated. He's from Germany. So I don't think the odds are as clear as they seem to be. So if somebody wants to risk, maybe you can bet on the outsider.
Klimsha, another debut in the Octagon cage, and the odds are leveled out. Do you know him?
I don't know him much. I might have seen maybe one fight, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Jesse.
Now let's move on to the other debuts. Václav Štěpán versus Lukáš Chodinovský. Similar betting odds. And against them, one of the biggest outsiders of the tournament, which is interesting because we haven't seen them in the Octagon cage yet. So is it interesting that there is such favorites for tomorrow? Do you see it similarly?
Yeah, definitely. They're on their home turf. They're very well known here. They both train with Kincl, so they have great background. They also have Dvořák, who's helping them move forward. They have a great team, and they're clear favorites. I know that Patrik Kincl wouldn't let his boys go into extremely risky fights, into fights where they wouldn't stand a chance. So I think that in both of these fights, the Czech fighters will win, and I think that Patrik Kincl will come up with a great strategy for them.
All right, featherweight matchup, Mate Sanikice and Samuel Bark. Pretty level as well. So who do you see as the winning party?
We had a little disagreement about this fight. We were kind of betting each other with my friends. I think Samuel Bark will get the upper hand, even though I'm not completely sure. After this morning, I saw him eat a sausage for breakfast and an orange, so I'm not sure after seeing that. So maybe after today, I might put Sanikidze as the favorite. But when it comes to the strategy and other things, I think Samuel Bark should get the win.
We're also gonna see Daniel Ligotsky fight. He is going to be entering his 5th moment in the cage this year, 4th in the octagon. Most of his opponents have in short notice, and he's won all these fights in the first round. And it's gonna be the same situation tomorrow because Oliveira has only been on the table for a week.
It's brutal. Fingers crossed for him. I hope Ligotsky gets the win. I think he has the chance to actually get some better fighters and maybe later even to a title shot. So fingers crossed for him, and I hope he wins tomorrow.
And now the Brno man himself, Radek Roshial, facing off against Corey Fry. Semi-level as well, 1.68 against 2.09. So what do you think there?
Well, I think that Radek really worked up tactically. He's no longer just a berserk, crazy guy just going forward with his strikes. He showed it in his last fight. He waited for the right strikes. He fought tactically, even though he lost the first round. And he's showing great performances when it comes to tactics. So I think he's starting to be all the way up there at the top. And I could see him fighting a huge fight. And I think he's a favorite against Corey Fry.
Now the only check-on-check fight on the card, local Kuba Dohnal versus Tomáš Mudroch. And I'll tell you, since you were late, that Kuba Dohnal told me that he doesn't think it's going to be a grappling fight. Because I expected for the two big grapplers to be grappling, but it doesn't seem like he's planning on it. Tomáš Mudroch is much higher. Kuba Dohnal has just lost, but he's at home here and he's gonna want to score a win. And the betting odds are 3.53 for him. So would that be something to bet on?
This fight is going to be a show for the people here in Brno. I can't wait to see who's going to be rooting for who tomorrow. I think it's going to be 50-50. For me, the favorite is Tomáš Mudroch. He's similar to me. He's very tall and he knows how to use it. He has a very strong strike. But Jakub Dohnal, he's crazy. You know, sometimes he can show a huge performance. With this Brazilian that was in Germany. Well, I forgot. Oh, Degashek. Yeah, that was him. So he can have crazy fights. He knows how to show extreme performances, but sometimes he can also give bad performances. So it's all going to be about Dohnal and his fitness. I watched him on Instagram. He looks very good. I bet on Mudroch because he's closer to me when it comes to style, but a lot of my friends actually bet on Dohnal because they think he's going to win tomorrow. I'm betting on the favorite, but Dohnal is a very good odds for him there.
Then we have Vladimir Langal versus Dimic, 1.30 to 1.19. So what do you think?
I don't know Dimic all that much. I just know he's from Serbia. From what I've been following, this fight isn't all that balanced. Of course, Langal is my friend, but I think these odds are not all that clear, and it's not going to be that easy for Langal. Dimic is going to try everything he can, because these guys from the south, they're very, very tough. They have it in their blood. And I think this fight is much more balanced than what the odds would say.
The main event, I'm not even going to ask who your favorite is and what you think the taxes are going to be, but what do you think about the betting odds? 3.11 for Andre Kalashnik. Do you think that makes sense?
That's a tough question. I don't want to answer, but let me tackle it pragmatically. After today's weigh-in, I might even try betting on Kalashnik, but in my eyes, SURDU is definitely the favorite. In my eyes, he should win the fight tomorrow. But also, let's be pragmatic about it, because Kalashnik has much more of a chance tomorrow, because much more of a chance than if SURDU managed to make the weight.
And considering that we're the Tipsport segment, could you tell me the 3 fights that you think are worth betting on?
Ligotsky for the win. I would say that there would be a finish in that fight. Roshial, there's the high odds, 1.68 there. I would bet on that. What else? Maybe I'd bet on Jesse Joachim.
Okay, Ronny, I won't keep you any longer. And I'll never remind you of you being late today.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me every single time, right?
And that's it from me. I hope that you noted down Ronnie's tips, because who else knows better than somebody like him?
Yeah, well, at least I hope so. My tips are always good.
Alright, this was Ronnie Paradiser.
Enjoy today's weigh-ins and tomorrow's event.
A vzhledem k tomu, že nás to tady všechny společně baví, dám prostor ještě
spending time together, I'm going to let 2 more of you to compete for prizes. Now, it's not going to be for tickets this time. We've given away all of those, but you can fight for BJP store prizes from Jirka Procházka. Oh, just kidding. Jirka Procházka's not here. But the Octagon head and the Roshial t-shirt man. And then the Carlos t-shirt. Come up, guys. Who's waving at me? Well, too late. We've picked already. You guys are supposed to be paying attention. Hi. I like your outfit. I also like your outfit. Thanks. What's your name? Kuba. Hi, Kuba. What's your name? Lukáš. Kuba and Lukáš. Nice. You're very nice to each other. I'm not even gonna make you stare down. I'm a little sentimental. Now, what can you expect from this competition? We're gonna show you on the screen, just like before. You can also write us your tips if you're watching on the stream. And we're competing for BJP store prices. This is going to be the first time we've had a competition like this. And we'll show you emojis. Emojis that you're using probably if you're younger. And you have to guess which fighter these are referring to. Now, 3 points is the winner. Now let's show us the first picture. That was quick, Lukáši. That's right, it's Miloš Petrášek. But I have to say that this one was very easy. It might be getting harder later. Alright, 1 for Lukáš. Kubo, you have to try harder. Kuba. Lukáš. That's right, Matěj Peňáz. 2-0. But I believe Kuba will wake up, take his opportunity, and know the correct answer. Now the next photo. Wait, you were first? Gogi, who was first? Were you first? It's not Pirát Krištofič. Now we'll let Lukáš. It is Ivan Buchingro. Now, can you tell us based on what you knew?
He's the double champ, and he's from Slovakia. And also the clock that he was in the past, right?
That's correct, and Kuba, I'm really sorry, but we'll give you the chance, because Lukáš has won, he's done his job, and we'll let you do the guessing. Who's this? This is the pirate. Yeah, you just have to wait a couple more emojis. And because we love doing this, let's see another emoji. Now, are you liking this?
Tak jo, a znáte správné
Okay, and do you know the answers?
To už bylo takové soused.
Well,
Tak
that
poprosím
was a
další.
weak response there.
Kdo může být tohle?
Who is it?
Je, tak ale dobře, Kubo.
Kalašnik.
Je to
That's
Kalashnik,
right, it's
výborně,
Kalashnik.
poprosím potlesk.
Please
A
put your
musím
hands
teda
together.
ze zákulisí říct, že
And
tahle
I
byla
have to
opravdu
say
těžká,
that this
protože,
one was
jak
very
jsem
hard to
řekla,
guess for my
já jsem zkoušela
colleagues
na
because I
kolezích,
did a
na
test round on them.
A tady tu spoustu z nich
And a
nevědělo.
lot of them
Tak
did
jo,
not
jdeme
know
dál
the
a
answer to
Lukáši,
this one.
klidně jako se už zapoj.
Lukáš,
Už
you
jsme
can take
dali,
part in this as well because both of you have had space.
Ty, ale ty bys to měl
Carlos.
vědět jako trošku rychlej.
Right, you should have been faster.
Jdeme dál.
Moving on.
Děkujeme. Poprosím
Thank you
další.
very much.
Aha,
Let's
kdo
see
může
the
být
next
tohle?
one. Who could this be?
Lukáš?
Will Flaherty.
Je to tak, je to
That's
aktuální
right,
držitel
it's
dvou
Will
titulů,
Fleury,
Will
the
Fleury, kterého
current
mimochodem
double
můžete
champ
vidět
of
v pražské
Octagon, and you will be
aréně.
able to
Pokud
see
ještě
him
nemáte
fight in the
vstupenky,
O2 Arena
tak je to chyba
in
a
Prague in
musíte
December.
si
And
je
if you
co
don't have
nejdřív
your
pořídit.
tickets,
Ještě
that's a
myslím,
huge
že tam
mistake.
máme
Please get them as soon as
jednu
possible.
hádanku.
And we
A ano,
might
je to
have
tak.
one more.
Vím, že víte oba.
You both
Ale
know,
dám
I
to
can see
Kubovi.
that, but I'll let Kuba.
Je to Ondřej Raška.
That's right, it's
Výborně. A na
Ondřej
základě čeho
Raška.
jsi to poznal?
What did
Je
you
veterinář.
know
Je to
by?
tak, je to
Yeah,
veterinář.
he's a vet.
Kluci, gratuluju.
Guys, congratulations,
hodnocené
Lukáš.
ceny jsou tvoje.
The
A
prizes are
předá ti
yours,
naše úžasná kolegyně
and our
Miriam.
colleague
To je
Miriam
z mojí
will
strany
hand
všechno.
them to you in a
Díky
bit.
moc a
That's
mějte
it
se
for
krásně,
me.
vidíme se
Thank you very
zítra.
much for competing and see you tomorrow.
A já se zeptám, jestli tady máme
And I'll
dalšího
ask you,
hosta,
do we have the
kterého
next
věřím
guest?
mimochodem,
And I
jo,
believe
to si musíme
that
říct mezi náma,
this is
že
somebody, and I have to tell
přivítáte
you
obrovským
that
potleskem.
I believe that you'll
Protože to
welcome him
není
with a
nikdo
huge
jiný
round of applause because
než
it's none
Andre
other than
Kalashnik.
Andre Kalashnik.
Ahoj Brno!
Hello, Brno.
Čau, Andrej.
Hi, Andre.
Ahoj Brno, zdravím všechny, děkuji, že jste
Hi to everyone. Hi, Brno. Thank you for coming out today, for coming out in such large numbers. And we're here for the third time, and we have a sold-out arena here. So, Brno, going strong.
Yeah.
Tebe čeká něco kolem 30 hodin
There's going
od
to be
životní šance.
probably 30 hours left at this point. So how does it
Ale
feel?
snažím se na to moc nemyslet, snažím se
Well, I
tomu
try
trošku
not to
napálit,
think
protože
about
jasný,
it
je
too
to
much. I'm
nějaký
trying to be
sportovní
very
tlak.
relaxed
A je to
about it.
doma, je to
There,
titul,
you know,
je to
it's at
zápas
home.
v
It's a
životě,
title
to
fight. It's the
jistě,
biggest fight of my
ale
life, of
snažím se
course.
od toho
But I'm trying to kind
a
of
v šatně
get away from
zapneme
that a little bit
mod,
and
takže
just get into the
dneska
locker
ještě
room and
půjdeme na
lock in.
pivko, vítězný dáme
I'm gonna
pozičku
get a
a
beer today,
zítra
get a
už
little
jako
pilsner, and
fight mode.
tomorrow it's gonna be fight mode.
I honestly thought that you could do nothing more to surprise me, but in the last few posts that you made, I saw something. You used to work at a construction site, so what did that teach you?
Chvilku, víš, potřebuje vydělávat peníze, zatím nežiju.
You can hear from my Ukrainian accent that, you know, this is something that I did.
Musíš makat,
You gotta work if you want to do MMA, so that's why I worked on construction. You gotta pay the bills.
You're going to be walking out for the third time and ask the Vagabond right here on your home grounds. Is the Vagabond something that helps you deal with the pressure?
As I said, I started enjoying it. I kind of like try not to care all that much because I want to enjoy it, because before I couldn't enjoy it, but now fighting in Brno, the atmosphere from the fans is the best, you know, be it me, Roshial or Langal. I'm really looking forward to it tomorrow, and Brno once again is showing up for MMA, and I can't wait to enter the new arena that's being built, because that's going to be crazy.
And you're going to be walking in as the outsider. Is that something that you like?
Yeah, sure. I was the outsider against Kertész, against Jungwirth. Just people don't believe in me, but I will forgive them.
Aside from what we saw, did you say something to SURDU after morning?
Well, yeah, he's a good guy, but I was kind of pissed. You know, this was a blunder. This was the worst weigh-in I've ever seen, you know. But I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't care. I'm still focused on getting the title and doing it here in Brno.
Zítra tě čeká hlavní zápas.
Tomorrow you're the main event. It's going to be later in the day. So do you train at night to prepare for this?
Yeah, I do it at full moon and I watch the Twilight movies. He's a Dracula. So I try to become a werewolf.
And we really want to know stuff like this. I wanted to save this question for later, but Andre, are you going to be walking out as a werewolf?
I'll walk out as a werewolf tonight.
Do you have garlic?
I have garlic. I ate some garlic already. My breath is nice and garlicky.
I'm stepping back from you. Tomorrow, that fight will be special. Not just because it's a title fight, but for the first time, your wife, your partner is going to be there. So what I want to know is, do you tell her about the process? Do you tell her what it's like? Here, I have to go take pictures and stuff and so on.
She doesn't like it all that much. She's very stressed out, but we watch every single Octagon tournament. She knows what it's like. She knows what's happening. We'll probably just hold her somewhere in a room because I'm afraid she might just jump into the cage because she's kind of crazy, but in a good way. She's hot-headed. We just have a lot of bodyguards surrounding her.
Garlic and straight jackets. You sound... I didn't understand that. Andre, now is your chance to tell the people who are here and the people who are watching on YouTube, your supporters. So what do you have to say?
Okay, let me start again. I don't know how to speak. Okay. I want to thank everybody. I've been getting so much support. We are here in Brno. If I didn't get to fight in Brno, I wouldn't even take this fight. But even though SURDU didn't make the weight, I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to take this experience away from you guys, this title fight here in Brno. So thank you for the support, and tomorrow I'll be fighting for Brno.
Andre, děkuji moc.
Andre, thank you very much.
Držím palce.
And I'll be rooting for you tomorrow. This was Andre Kalashnik.
Tak jo, a to bylo z mé strany všechno.
This has been it from me. I hope that you enjoyed this hour with me. Now, the main part of the program, the public weigh-ins, are coming up. You'll see all of the fighters from the fight card. They will do stare-downs, and we will also have Paolo and Ondřej. So now handing off to them, and see you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear samurai Brno, we're back. Welcome.
Já se moc neslyším, ale snad slyšíte
I can't really hear myself, but I hope that you can hear me. Anyways, we're very happy to be here at the fortress of Brno. We've done the most tournaments in Octagon history right here, and we're very happy that you found the time on a Friday evening to come here. Peace out to you, my guy. Also, welcome to all the people watching on YouTube in Czech Republic, Germany, or anywhere else. My name is Andre. Next to me, Ondřej Paloneruda and Terka, the English voice of Octagon, Brian Lacey, and Pablo Picante Touš. Plenty of other people in the background, for example, Michal Pavel. Let's get started. Tomorrow we have 11 fights. We have David Limberský showing up tonight. That's crazy. I'm not sure they liked you that much as a footballer here in Brno. They were in a different competition, but that's about to change. Tomorrow, 11 fights. The most talent on a single card ever. Because every single one of these fighters from the Czech Republic or from Brno have what it takes to get all the way to top 10, maybe top 5, and maybe they might get an Octagon title. Let's take a look at the first fight opening tomorrow's card. You'll be able to watch that from 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel. Please welcome the 29-year-old Harun the Wolf Court. He will be representing Germany and Turkey. 4 fights, 4 wins. 61 kilos on the scales. And now please welcome the first Czech fighter, also coming from Brno, Šimon Hobbit Bruckner. A huge talent, 6 fights, 5 wins, 3 finishes, 1 loss with the former Octagon champion. His official weight is 61.5.
Pozbuďte Šimona do jeho prvního zápasu.
Please support Šimon for his first Octagon fight tomorrow.
Bruckner versus Kurt.
This will be Bruckner versus Kurt tomorrow as the free prelims for tomorrow.
Děkujeme, Vasko, za chaos, který přinášíš do naší
Thank you for the chaos you bring. My guy over here on the stage. Some people even say they like you. Well, excuse me, I'm just kind of, you know, in a good mood from yesterday. We were here with Jiří Procházka yesterday. But if you want, you will get to see this at Hero Hero. Let them svět them. Let's get on to the second fight. 2 huge talents, both undefeated. One of them is coming for the first MMA fight. It's Jesse Joachim. 23 years old from Belgium, undefeated in amateurs. He's a great record in kickbox. He's in the same club as Lozene Keita. He weighed in 83.9.
Ve svých 23 letech bude čelit
At 23 years of age, he'll be facing off against one of the Czech talents hailing from Ostrava,
Václav Klimša.
Václav Klimša. He's called the Sloth. 25 years of age, 187 centimeters, 1 professional fight, 1 win, 1 finish. His official weight is
Klimša versus Jesse, druhý zápas.
Klimša versus Jesse, that's your second fight for tomorrow's card.
I ty ponožky jsou
Even these socks have sloth on them, so why sloth? Well, it's kind of my trademark. It just started to be my nickname. I've had it for 5 or 6 years since I started boxing, and I think it fits. You'll see it tomorrow. That doesn't mean that you're slow. No, it doesn't. It's just my way of life. Okay, we will try and see that tomorrow. Good luck for your premiere in Octagon tomorrow. This was Václav Klimša.
Jdeme do třetího zápasu a tam
Let's
to bude
get
jeden
on to
ze
the
dvou
third
zápasů, kde
fight.
nebude ani česká, ani slovenská
This one
lejka.
doesn't have Czech or Slovak
fight.
fights. This will be an international fight. Stepping into that will be the first fighter who got into Octagon by winning in Sweden, winning the pyramid in Sweden. But first, Stefan Gidea from Germany.
4 zápasy, 2 vítězství,
4 fights, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 finishes. It's all twos for him. Tomorrow that will change. He weighs 62.7.
Phoenix Sport Akademie. Mimochodem tréninkový partner muže,
This guy trains with someone who got the win in 19 seconds in Cologne last time, in his last amateur fights. You could see that at our last tournament. But he will be fighting a Swedish star and also a contestant on Swedish Traders, where he got into the final 5. And tomorrow he will try to win. It's Liam, the fortunate son, Pitts. Please welcome him to the stage. 22 years of age, 2 fights, 2 wins. Tomorrow he'll be getting his third professional fight. He got 2 finishes, 179 centimeters, his official weight, 63 kilograms. He's from All-Star Gym, Sweden, with Hamzat Chimaev, who is sometimes in his corner. That was a tough stare down, which tells us that tomorrow's fight will also be tough. This is Liam Pitts and Stefan Gidea.
Čtvrtý a tedy předposlední zápas na
fight number 4 on the prelims card. Once again, a huge domestic talent. But let's start first with the Polish butcher, or the Polish Thai butcher, Karol Kutyla.
Má na svém kontě 16 zápasů.
16 fights.
Přesně 50% je úspěšných, 8 vítězství.
50% of them were wins, 8 wins, 3 KOs, 29 years of age. Tomorrow he'll be entering his 17th fight. He'll be fighting a huge talent from the Czech Republic. He's 23 years old, and it's Václav Vincenzo Štěpán. 23 years of age, 178 centimeters, 3 fights, 3 wins, 2 finishes, weighing in at 66.3 kilos. His coach is Patrik Kincel, and Vasek tomorrow will have his big premiere in Octagon.
Štěpán versus Kutyla. A poslední zápas, který bude zítra
fight on the prelims card.
Tedy prelims je duel.
This will be a duel between 2 fighters. It will be a Czech-English fight. Representing England, Nathan Little Red Haywood.
(28 let).
28 years of age, 5 fights, 3 wins, all by finish. Very attractive style he fights. Very interestingly, he started with karate. He's the Karate Kid, you can see. 62.8 kilos. His opponent is coming back after a long stint in Poland. He's coming back with a beautiful record and with big dreams and goals. It's a 32-year-old Łukasz Chodzianowski. 183 centimeters, 9 fights, 7 wins, 4 finishes, only 2 losses. His official weight in this catch weight is 62.9.
Thought you'd be bigger. Nah, you're not scared. I'm coming tomorrow anyway. Yeah.
Tomorrow these guys will not be hugging, that's for sure. They will both try to get the win in Octagon and get the win in the main fight of the prelims card. But let's take a look at tomorrow's main card.
A former featherweight king wants to reclaim the throne, but a cold-blooded Swedish warrior is heading south to stop him. Samuel Bark has conquered the world of Muay Thai and won several prestigious belts. He also established himself as a truly formidable fighter in the MMA cage, where he boasts an outstanding record of 12 wins and just 2 losses.
Oh, the elbows. This is where this position is so dangerous.
He experienced a real baptism by fire in the Octagon cage against Keita, confirming he's a real contender for a title shot. The featherweight number 6, who goes by the nickname Salmon Decker, is riding high on a 4-fight win streak and now has his sights set on the top spot. But he has a tough challenge ahead of him in the shape of former Octagon champion Mate Sanakidze. The Georgian warrior waged war in the bantamweight division, but now he's ready to return to the division he dominated before and where he feels most confident. It's clear that his main ambition is to claim that featherweight title once again. Wow! Sanakidze has the scalps of warriors such as Moon and Tikota in his collection, who he dominated in an unforgettable title fight. Oh! He's racked up 11 wins in total and has demonstrated he's a master of brutal finishes. Sanakidze is former world number 66, while Bark is on the verge of entering the elite top 100 rankings. In Brno, we'll find out which of these will take a step closer to the top.
Jeden z velmi očekávaných zápasů, protože tihleti dva borci
We've been waiting for this fight for a long time. Both of these guys have had title fights in Octagon and in different organizations. Please welcome to the Octagon scales the former featherweight champion Mate Nathaniel Sanakidze.
Jediný muž, který má ve statistikách
The only man who managed to defeat Lozane Keita, 26 years of age, 186 centimeters, 65.9 kilos. 15-5, 11 wins, 6 finishes, and he will be fighting a very tough opponent from K1 and Thai Box, who turned to MMA. He will be fighting his 15th MMA fight, 33 years of age. Samuel Bark, also called the Salmon Decker. 175 centimeters. This aggressive Swede has 12 wins. He weighed in at 66.3 kilos. Sweden versus Georgia tomorrow. Bark versus Sanakidze will be opening up tomorrow's main card at Octagon 79 here in Brno.
The
weigh-ins looked like one of the most difficult fights for this guy who came here from Ostrava. Let's see at what happens at the scale right now, because we have a Brazilian here with 14 fights under his belt. Please welcome Pedro Oliveira.
190 cm.
190 centimeters, 14 fights, 9 wins, 6 finishes, and his official weight 85.7. His opponent, nobody else but Tomáš Mudrov, which is not the name, Daniel Ligotsky, someone who gets the finishes very, very quickly, and he's coming to the stage right now.
Ještě o 2 cm větší než Oliveira, 192
He's
cm.
192 centimeters, 6 fights, 5 wins, all by finish. Only one loss, official weight.
85.9.
For the second time, a very, very strict stare down between these two. This fight showed up on the card the last, but this is not a short notice. Thank you very much, and we'll be looking forward to seeing this fight in the middleweight category tomorrow. Both of these had today around 95 kilos, so they took about 10 kilos back after morning's weigh-in. So let's take a look at tomorrow's top.
Here comes a duel that could be over in seconds. Roshial plans on unleashing an all-out war in front of his home crowd in Brno. The elite striker has 2 convincing KO wins under his belt, and fight after fight, he's proving himself to be a well-rounded MMA fighter. But his main weapons remain his brutal, effective striking skills, which were on full display in his most recent bout.
Roshial with the victory and his second finish in Octagon.
He scored a brutal finish over Hammerski, and now he's out to claim his 3rd consecutive win for the first time in his career, which could see him attack the top of the division. However, he has the biggest challenge of his career ahead of him, in the shape of the mighty Corey Fry, a fighter who really doesn't waste any time. All 5 of his wins are in the first round, and he sent 4 of his opponents to sleep with devastating KOs. In his Octagon debut, he stunned Ilbai, who suffered the first defeat of his career. The English Predator has entered tough duels against the phenomenal Max Holzer and Vlado Langal, so there's no doubt he is the real deal. The fighter from Preston is heading to Czechia with one goal in mind: to stop the highly confident Roshial in his tracks. The threat of a finish will hang in the air from the opening seconds, but the question is, which one of them will fall first?
Jeden z nejočekávanějších
One of
zápasů
the
zítřejší
most
karty Octagon
waited
79
fights
jako
of
první
tomorrow's
přichází
fight
na
card.
váhu.
First,
Corey, the
welcome
Sniper
Corey, the
Fry.
Sniper Fry.
30 let, 178
30 years old,
cm,
188 centimeters tall, 9 fights, 6 wins, 4 in the first round, weighing in at 66.2 kilos.
Jeho soupeřem pak nikdo jiný nebude než
Facing off against none other than one of everybody's Brno favorites, Radek Roshial. 30 years old, 178 centimeters, 7 fights, 5 wins. Fighting for Hot Peppers Club Heart, weighing in at 67.2.
Ruchy, já tě tady radši zdržím trošku, hodně.
Ruchy, I'll keep you for a second.
Hodně emotivní.
This was very emotional.
Potřebuješ to k tomu, aby se správně
Do you
naladil
need
i
this
před
to be in the right headspace, right here in front of the Brno audience?
I'm really looking forward to it. This really pumped me up. I was kind of nervous about making weight, but right, I'm all the way in it. I'm locked in, okay? For Brno!
Radek Ruchy Roshial, thank you very much as always. An interesting matchup to see. We have a lot to look forward to, and now let's see the...
Get ready for a real Moravian derby between Brno and Ostrava. Jakub Donal is one of the most experienced fighters on the Czech MMA scene. He boasts over 250 fights in 6 different disciplines on his record and has an impressive collection of titles and medals from domestic and international competitions. Recently, he collected the scalp of highly experienced Mikhail Diegashek via rear naked choke.
He's got it! He's done it!
And has a total of 6 submissions on his record, which has earned him the reputation of a formidable grappling specialist. But the Ostrava Express is ready to show Hazon who's boss. Tomáš Mudrok leaves a trail of destruction in his wake, having spent less than a total of 5 minutes in his last 5 fights combined. He finished every duel in lightning quick time, and in 3 of those bouts, he did so in less than 30 seconds. He knocked out Aslana with a devastating right hook.
Full guard there, Luke.
And he scored an exceptional KO with an upkick that went down in Octagon history.
Upkick, wow!
Will the rising star return to Ostrava with another big win under his belt? Or can the experienced veteran defend home turf?
Jeden z nejočekávanějších
One
zápasů
of the most
zítřejšího turnaje,
awaited
moravské derby,
fights,
Ostrava
the
versus Brno a
Moravia
vlastně
face
nastupující
off
generace
Ostrava versus
versus
Brno,
někdo,
the
kdo už
next
tady na scéně
gen
pěkně dlouho a byl také ve finále.
versus somebody who's been on the scene for a long time. So first, let's see, 27 Ostrava-born, Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudrok.
Na druhý pokus dal váhu.
He made weight on his second try, 27 years old, 188 centimeters, 70.7 kilos, 8 fights, 7 win, all before the limit, and he'll try and beat his toughest opponent today, who's had 19 fights, and his 20th has to be a win for his career to be successful. Jakub Pretty Boy Hazon Dohnal. 33 years old, still very young, 13 wins, 7 finishes, 6 losses. He's a finalist of the Octagon Challenge, weighing in at 70.4 kilos.
Dohnal versus Mudrok.
Dohnal versus Mudrok.
Kubo, nemůžu se nezeptat, co
Kubo,
to
I have to
znamená
ask you,
po dlouhé době
what
zase
does it
zápasit na
mean
kartě
being
Brně?
here in Brno?
It's amazing. I love Brno. I love all the fans. I'm really enjoying it. I never lost in Brno. So I hope we will keep this going tomorrow.
Tomáš, will Hazon lose for the first time tomorrow, and how?
Yeah, that's about to change. We'll see how it happens, but he will definitely lose.
No predictions?
Well, I'll just see what I can pick up and what I can choose to get the win. And as I said, the Express says choo-choo.
Thank you very much, Tomáš Mudrok. Good luck to you both.
Vlado Langal is renowned for his explosive fight style and brutal finishes. The Czech warrior is a champion in boxing, kickboxing and K1, and boasts 8 wins in the professional MMA world, all of which came by way of KO. If his opponents hesitate for even a second, they'll feel the full force of his devastating iron fists. Langal has already defeated highly respected names such as Diegashek, Roshial and Fry.
This could be it! That is it!
But now he has to go full throttle to get back on a winning streak. He'll be relying on the home crowd to drive him forward and to make sure he gives them the brutal finish that they'll be screaming for. However, he'll be put to the test by a Serbian bomber who loves chaos. Ognjen Dimic has 9 wins on his record, 6 of which came before the limit. In the Octagon cage, he's yet to demonstrate his full potential, but at the beginning of his duel against Sadari, he showed why he's considered a huge prospect for Serbian MMA. He believes Langal is a ticket to a big breakthrough that will help him reach the goals he set for himself. We're about to witness a battle between 2 men who've been backed into a corner. Now they have nowhere to escape, and that's exactly when they are at their most dangerous.
Hlavní předzápas celého turnaje,
the co-main event of tomorrow,
ve kterém proti sobě změří
facing
své
off
síly
will
srbský
be
bojovník proti tomu
Serbian
českému a za
fighter
Srbsko přichází do svého
versus Czech
třetího zápasu
fighter.
v Octagonu Ognjen
Third
Dimic.
fight in the Octagon, Ognjen Dimic.
26 let,
26 years old, 185 centimeters. Sledge Team Sombor Kovac is his coach. 15 fights, 9 wins, 6 finishes, and weighing in at 70.7 kilos.
Jeho soupeřem pak nebude nikdo jiný než jeden z nejkrásněji boxujících bojovníků Octagonu.
Most beautiful boxers of Octagon.
Univerzál, ale dnes už především bojovník
Unbelievably
MMA
complete fighter Vlado Langal.
Brno, řeší to Znojmo,
Muay Thai Brno,
176 cm.
at RK Znojmo, 36 years, 176 centimeters, 8 wins, 5 losses. Doesn't know how to finish, but with a KO. And tomorrow facing off against Ognjen.
Vlado, samozřejmě zápas v Brně je velká radost,
fighting in Brno must be exciting, but a big pressure. So what can we expect?
It's just going to be bombs, and I'm going to try and finish the fight before the limit.
Any predictions?
I'll give it my everything, and the sooner it ends, the better.
All right, and we'll be looking forward to you shining, Vlado Langal.
No a tady už je pozvánka na titulový zápas s bývalým šampionem Octagonu.
Ex-champ.
Andre Kalashnik is in the shape of his life. First he cleared Etabar and Paleologus out of his path.
Oh my goodness!
But his biggest victory came in his most recent fight, when the Czech warrior scored a brutal KO over seasoned warrior Kertész in just 95 seconds. This marks his 3rd consecutive win, and his record now puts him in good stead for entering the top 100 in the world rankings. And now this hot streak has earned him a place in a title fight. He's already won the Tipsport Game Changer Performance of the Night bonus, and he continues to raise the bar with every fight. Now he's determined to make it all the way to the top.
Je to můj sen a dělám pro to všechno, abych titul prostě vrátil zpátky do České republiky a hlavně do Brna.
But Jon SURDU has no intention of giving up his throne.
I'm coming for the blood.
The Moldovan phenom has competed in several extraordinary fights, but last year he blew everyone away. First he scored an uncompromising KO over longtime champion David Kozma.
Oh, he's dropped it!
Then, in Munich, he demolished Kite Brito. And the 11 first-round KOs he boasts on his record have earned him huge respect.
Oh, the right hand, that's it!
The world number 80 wants to confirm his dominance over Octagon welterweights.
I will not go there just to give him the belt. He have to knock me out or he have to kill me.
But can Kalashnik win the belt on home turf for Czechia, which is eagerly anticipating its next champion?
Jeden z největších zápasů, který
One of
můžeme
the
nabídnout, je
biggest
vždycky
fights that tomorrow's
zápas
fight card will
samozřejmě o
have
titul.
to
Pojďme si říct, že je to
offer
extrémně
the
důležitá
title
záležitost.
shot, an
Opravdu
important fight,
evropská věc
a
a muž, který o
European
ten titul jako
importance
jediný
matter.
bude
This
zítra
man
bojovat.
will be
Je
fighting
brněnský
alone for the title.
rodák a
Brno
vagabund
native
Andre
vagabund Andre
Kalashnik.
Kalashnik.
Série 3 vítězství, 31 let,
3 win streak, 31 years, 189 centimeters tall, weighing in at 76.9 kilos.
18 zápasů,
18 fights, 13 wins, 7 finishes.
Nastoupí zítra do
Fighting for Octagon
zápasu proti muži, který dnes
facing
ráno
off against the man who lost his title today because he didn't make weight by 3 kilos. Ex-champ, 30-year-old Jon Dracula SURDU.
let, 185 cm,
30 years old, 185 centimeters tall, 23 fights, 13 wins, finish it, 13 finishes, and weighing in at 80.7 kilos.
Dracula versus
Werewolf Kalashnik.
Asi nejzvláštnější stare-down.
Probably the most bizarre stare-down. Are you gonna keep your mask on?
I just want to get to bed.
Are you going to be sleeping with it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Do you believe that werewolves always be Draculas, vampires?
Well, yeah, the werewolves and the people from Brno, they always get the win.
How hard was it to accept the 3 kilos and more that SURDU missed the weight by? And how much can it influence tomorrow?
I'm not thinking about it. All I'm focused on is get the title. You know, that's his thing. What I'm trying to do is get the title tomorrow.
Do you have any predictions?
Just come and see.
Thank you very much. Andre Kalashnik in his first title shots here in the Octagon cage.
Jon, what happens and how much disappointing to you that you are not champion anymore?
First of all, hello guys. Sorry for that weight, but it's not was about me that I didn't want to do weight because I'm always professional guy and I have a lot fights and every time I did my weight, but today morning it was about my health and doctor canceled. Doctor didn't push me to do that 3.5 kilos. So unfortunately, yeah, this is my first time and hope less time. Big respect to Andre that he accept the fight. Big respect to all people that will come and enjoy the show. For sure it will be the show. So all we're talking about, but when the cage will close, there it will be the real man's and the real show. So thank you, Brno, for all, and see you tomorrow morning and evening.
Last question: how do you want to finish the fight tomorrow?
I just want to finish the fight with my hands up. That is the most important. It doesn't matter title, it doesn't matter all. It's all about honor now because yes, I lose the weight, but I'm still a fighter. I'm going there to fight and I will enjoy every second in that cage.
Thank you very much, Jon SURDU. I will just make a quick translation. Je mi jedno, jak ten zápas skončí, hlavně když budu mít ruce nad hlavou.
Quick translation for the audience.
Andrejovi, že jsem nedal tu váhu, stalo se mi to poprvé, snad taky naposledy. Nicméně zítra přijďte, bude to skvělá show a to vám doporučuji i já. Lístky už skoro nejsou, myslím, že pár jich ještě zůstává. V každém případě můžete to sledovat i na octagon.tv. My se moc těšíme na vyprodanou
Watch us at Octagon TV if you don't have tickets and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Octagon returns to Brno with a battle that will make the entire city rumble. The fight for the welterweight title. The champion Jon SURDU boasts the scalps of Cosma and Brito in his collection, and he will now defend the belt against the hometown star, Andre Kalashnik. After 6 years and 13 fights in Octagon, Vagabond has fought his way to the much-coveted pinnacle of his career. Can he win the title on home turf for Czechia, which has been waiting 10 months for its next champion? You can expect to see an incredible shootout when Vlado Langal enters the cage. He'll be going up against the explosive Serbian warrior Dimic, who has experience in bare-knuckle boxing and won't hesitate to trade some brutal blows with his opponents. Brno versus Ostrava. One of the domestic scene's most experienced fighters, Brno's Jakub Dono, will fight for his reputation and to hold on to his place in the organization. He'll be put to the test by the Ostrava KO Express, Tomáš Mudrok, who's on a 5-fight win streak and who scored all 7 of his wins in the first round. Bad boy Roshial has started doing what he knows best, scoring 2 knockouts in his last 2 fights. Now he'll enter one of the toughest fights yet against Corey Fry, who scored all 5 of his wins in the first round. Daniel Ligotsky has already finished 3 opponents in 3 minutes inside the Octagon cage. But a champion of a Brazilian organization by the name of Pedro Oliveira is coming to put an end to his hot streak. And you can also look forward to a battle of fight styles. Former Octagon featherweight champion Mate Sanakidze returns to his royal division. He'll be facing off against the Swedish Thai boxing champion Samuel Bark, who defeated Langal and went on to become the UAE Warriors champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 79, SURDU versus Kalashnik. Buy the pay-per-view and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at octagon.tv.